All right, y'all. So the anniversary is still underway, and obviously, because it is Saturday, in a few days we will get Liberalia. But since we don't have Liberalia, I think I still want to tackle, obviously, right now the bread and butter of the anniversary, right? The main scoop of the anniversary, which is going to happen to be Nayuta. But not only with Nayuta, the first and second anniversary characters as well. So today, I want to do a full anniversary team with the first anniversary character, the second anniversary character, and the third anniversary character. This team actually works wonders because obviously Red Hood is a burst 1, 2, and 3 character. Nayuta is a burst 2 character, and Cinderella is a burst 3 character. So that already kind of fills out our roles of like having a burst 1, 2, and 3 on our team. I don't know who the other two should be. I don't know if I want to fill it out completely anniversary or if I want to just put anybody in there. I could do full anniversary because technically Grave is also an anniversary character, right? And she also buffs up Red Hood, so we can slap Grave on that team, right? We're gonna have Nayuta as our main burst 2. We're gonna have these two as our burst 3s, and then our burst 1 will have to either be Little Mermaid or Dorothy, which I think I'll put Little Mermaid just because she's an anniversary character as well. She's not like an actual main anniversary, she's a half anniversary character. All 4 of these characters are main anniversary characters. This team would be complete with Liberalia, but then we wouldn't have like another burst 1. We would only have like I guess the 42nd burst 1. So burst 1, burst 2, burst 3, and then we have our supporting DPS character who's actually technically supporting Red Hood in a sense, right? So we're gonna go in with this team, fight a couple contents, and see what that's looking like. Make sure you guys subscribe, and yeah, let's go. All right, so first things first, let's just go ahead and do some damage testing to see how strong this character or this team is damage-wise. I do have a dupe for Nayuta. I don't know if you guys actually see my Twitter, but let me go ahead and put it up for some of you guys because y'all want to play with me, but y'all can't play with me, right? Basically, I did a multi today, and I ended up getting, yes, not only did I end up finally getting masked, which she came up February. I finally got masked, right? But I ended up getting a dupe of Nayuta as well with that pull, so I'm very happy about that. So yeah, we're going to take our one dupe and go on with our day. But we want to see how strong this team is. Do they have gear? Yep. And okay, good. They all have cubes and stuff like that. So let's take a look and see how well this team offers or fares. I don't see why this team would fail. I really don't. I don't see why this team would fail. At the end of the day, I think we're at a point in Nikke where it's all. I think because we're in a point in Nikke where everything is like, if you basically have the pilgrims, like the newer pilgrims, not like anybody came in 2022, but realistically, any pilgrim from 2023 and after, like if you have those characters on your team, you're gonna get by. Right, I think maybe with the older 2023 pilgrims like Dorothy or Modernia and realistically those two, like I think after that point, it might get a bit hard. But like so any pilgrim from 2024, any pilgrim from 2025, it's easy mode, right? And that's just the thing about Nikke. The one thing that it is like, I guess in a sense, a con. Like basically pilgrims run this game, and that's not necessarily the con. But it's more like if you don't have the brand new strong pilgrims, Nikke is going to be a bit harder. Like it's very hard for you to win in this game with... okay, I don't want to say it's very hard for you to win in this game without the pilgrim characters, but it's not like easy, right? I feel like to have a full pilgrim team compared to have having just a good team that's not pilgrim based is a bit difficult. Like imagine you played this game without Cinderella, Scarlet Black Shadow, Rappy, Red Hood, any pilgrim. Imagine, right? It's not that it's not doable, but it's just outrageous. What's the damage looking like? Okay, so Cinderella, she's the one who's type advantage here anyways, but it just goes to show that Nayuta's still on par with Red Hood too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Red Hood is a great character and stuff like that, but I think after Nayuta's drop, sorry, if I come down here, I'm no longer in the webcam. If I come down here, I am. But I think after Nayuta, and especially when Liberalia drops as well, Red Hood, I'm going to have that top 10 video. I'm waiting for Liberalia to come out. I'm waiting to test her out, try her out, and I'm having that top 10 video. But I can tell you guys right now, I don't think Red Hood is going to be in the top 5, or not even the top 7. I think she's going to be like a 9 or 10 character. And somebody's like, oh my God, Zxous, I'm sick and tired of you disrespecting Alice and not showing her love and saying Alice is not a top 10 character. She's not though, right? I can tell you guys 8 characters already that are better than her. Rappy, Little Mermaid, Crown, Treasure, Favorite Item Helm, Cinderella, Scarlet Black Shadow, Nayuta, Red Hood. Right? That's what? How much is that right now? Did I say Liberalia? Because she's definitely better. That's already 8. No, that's 9. So that last slot, who would that go to, right? Then you have to question yourself, okay, Litter is in the top 10 as well, right? Litter's still in the conversation for top 10, right? So that's right there. That's 10 people who are already guaranteed better than Alice overall. So there's no way. Like, I don't care how much people like Alice. I don't understand why every time I never like put Alice in the top 10, or if I'm not like talking about Alice, people find a reason to get mad about Alice. Like, who cares? She's a 2022 character. Move on. We're on to the new and big better things, bro. We're on 2025. Going to 2026. It's actually crazy to me. I was talking to an Amazing earlier, because if you guys don't know, Amazing is the reason why I even play this game, or how I got into this game. But he was like, damn, Nikke's already 3 years in. Like, Nikke's really 3 years in. I'm like, yeah, bro, Nikke is 3 years in. Deadass is 3 years in. He's like, damn, it just felt like the game came out yesterday. And it does, right? I do feel like Nikke, like, it does feel like a game that just came out the other day. It doesn't feel like it's been 3 years. 1.9 billion, 655 million. 731 million. These anniversary characters are really strong. For not type advantage, they're very strong. Let's go into like PV, or not PvP, but like PvE. I mean, could I use this team in PvE? Or PvP? I could use this team in PvP. Should I try it? I think I'm gonna try it. Let's try it. I'm gonna try this exact same team in PvP, because I think it could work. I think Nayuta is that good of a character in PvP, like tank-wise, without even tanking, that it could work. Because, like, look, if I do this, switch these two out, and then I put Little Mermaid in there for our burst 1, and I put Grave in there for our burst 2. Maybe not Grave, but we're just going to stick to the theme of the video, right? And then find something that's, like, fairly on par. Like, this right here is fairly on par. Do these characters have gear here? They don't. Let me give you gear. Okay, you guys all have gear. Okay, fine. Here. This is a PvP team, right? We're gonna go and see if we win. If we beat this, hey, doesn't mean anything, but it's just a W, I feel like. Also, I will be going live starting Monday on Twitch. I don't know if the link's in the description, but I mean, I don't know. Don't know if I want to promote it too much on my Nikke channel, because it doesn't really matter for my Nikke channel. Okay, wait. Can we get our burst generation off, please? Burst skill, hello? That was the slowest burst skill I've ever... Did we win? That burst generation was atrocious, and we still won. That's crazy. That burst generation was ass, and we still won. I think it's just that mechanic that Nayuta has is what's so broken to me, right? It's the fact that for 9 seconds, you have 9 seconds to get your burst skill off. That's exactly what this team is. You have 9 seconds to get your burst skill off, right? Because this team, their main DPS is going to be Alice, but no matter what they do, they can't kill her. Little Mermaid, don't die on me. Even if Little Mermaid dies, we still have Red Hood, and then boom. Red Hood, yeah. Yeah. And then Jackal's dead. She has immunity, but she's dead. Right? Like, yo, the anniversary, yo, these anniversary programs might be too much. I mean, it's not a godlike PvP team. This is actually a horrible PvP team. But y'all see, because of Nayuta, we are able to win. Right? Because of Nayuta, we're technically defying a law, right? Because they're just going for someone who can't die for 9 seconds, and then that gives everybody else enough time to do anything. And if Little Mermaid ends up dying, we use Red Hood's burst 1. That's quite crazy to me. I think that's a crazy steal if we get Nayuta's burst 1, or Red Hood's burst 1. Like, here, Little Mermaid is about to die, Nayuta's still going. There's Red Hood, Bob. Oh, we lost there. It wasn't fast enough. I think Grave is the problem. Genuinely, I think Grave is the reason why we're not getting anything going, right? Because technically Grave has burst generation, but I think it's after her heat emission, right? Yeah, only when in heat emission, and to be in heat emission, essentially her burst skill has to finish, right? She goes into heat emission when she's done with her burst skill. So Grave is not good until we use her burst skill for this, right? And I feel like she's what's holding us back. But I think if we like get our burst skill off, we're winning, right? Like, let me find a team that's like, again, more on par, like this right here. Now that team just seems like my team without obviously like Little Mermaid and thing, but hey, the 4th anniversary team is something. And I just did this video recently as well, the 4th anniversary team, but I did it with like every anniversary, obviously not including Nayuta. Now we have the like mainstream anniversary characters. Boom. Is Nayuta meant to just be a tank then? like, I think genuinely Nayuta's meant to be a tank on your team, right? I genuinely believe Nayuta's just meant to be the tank on your team because she's, like, if she survives and gets her first skill off, even better because she still does AoE damage. But it's just crazy to me that, like, I think this is our last match here, but it's just crazy to me that that's how Nayuta works. Like, you just slap her in PvP for you have 9 seconds to get the job done. Literally, that's how I see it. You with Nayuta in PvP, you have 9 seconds, which is more than enough time to get your burst skill going because nobody else is dying here. All right, and if she, okay, we got stunned there. That might be a problem. Nayuta still died. Okay, Red Hood, she's dead. We got no burst generation there. We actually got no burst generation there. Are we gonna win? There's Cindy. It came down to their Cindy versus our Cindy, and their Cindy had full HP already. Literally, their Cindy did 48 million or 40 million, and they had the decoy. So low key, I can't do any more battles, but maybe like I could actually like make this a real life team. If I put Cinderella here with her decoy, right, and then I like switched the burst one and I took thing out, like put Helmet here and then switched her out for like a better burst one, like heck, Rouge for all I care, or like Jackal, of course, like an actual PvP character. That could be like a viable PvP team, right? Because Nayuta's tanking, not Liberalia, Cinderella's doing her damage. It really works, right? It really does work. But let's go into PvE now. All right, so we're here in PvE. Obviously, like I said, Nayuta, Cinderella, Nayuta, and Red Hood. It's just like, that's such a scary trio. Like, even though I don't think Red Hood is like that crazy anymore with all these new characters, and obviously now with Nayuta and Liberalia, Cinderella's probably falling off as well. Not falling off. Whoa, that's a crazy statement. Not falling off, but in rankings, I feel like, I mean, I need to wait for Liberalia, right? But if Liberalia is stronger than Cinderella, then I'm gonna have Liberalia over Cinderella. Like, don't get me wrong, Cinderella is a great character and all, but her only thing is damage. The decoy is a great effect, but like like it's so irrelevant in her kit, in my opinion, right? I feel like decoy only matters when it comes to PvP, right? Because in PvE, it gets blitzed. Her decoy in PvE gets blitzed, right? I'm just being honest. So her real only thing is the damage, and if Liberalia has that and better, then I have her like for example, Scarlet Black Shadow. I have her in my top 10, but all Scarlet Black Shadow has to offer is damage. Nayuta's a supporter who does way more, I don't want to say way more, but Nayuta's a supporter who's doing more numbers than Scarlet Black Shadow. So that wherever Scarlet Black Shadow was, Nayuta guaranteed goes there and Scarlet guaranteed goes down. That's how I rank, right? That's exactly how I rank, right? If a character is better than another character, they take their spot and the other characters go down. They don't replace them. That's the same thing with Litter, right? When it came to Litter, I used to have Litter in my top 3, and then Little Mermaid dropped, and I don't have Litter in my top 3 anymore, right? But I don't have her in my, like, I'm not saying like, oh, because she's not in my top 3, she's no longer in the top 10. No, Litter is still good, and this again goes back to the Alice thing. Like, I understand people like Alice, but she's not a top 10. You can't sit there and say, Alice is better than Cinderella. You can't say she's better than Scarlet Black Shadow. You can't say she's better than Nayuta, Red Hood, Crown, Litter, Little Mermaid, Rappy, all these other characters. You cannot sit there with a straight face and say Alice is better than them, because she's not, right? All Alice has to offer for your team is damage, and all those characters do more damage than Alice. Not to mention, Alice is a horrendous character when it comes to playing her, right? You have to play her such a specific way that people would never play her in that top 10. That's what I believe, at least. I shouldn't be drinking while I'm recording. That just seems a bit silly to me. I'm not drinking, but I shouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying? I love this team, though. I think Cinderella's great. I think, obviously, Nayuta's great. Cinderella and Nayuta also work very well as well, because, obviously, Cinderella's burst skill is kind of an AoE. It's not really, but it is an AoE. Like, Nayuta's is an actual AoE. Cinderella's is, like, somewhat of an AoE. Right? But yeah, when it comes to stages like this, Nayuta is going to dominate for sure. For sure. Right? Well, Cinderella dominates even more, but you know. Hey, I need to also fix my webcam, because I, like, on the video you guys can't see Nayuta's face, but I can see Nayuta's face and it's beautiful. You guys can only see her bonkers, her melons. But yeah. I mean, I would never use this team in anomaly interception. It's all over the place for me to use the anomaly interception, but it does work, right? And if it works, then we're happy, right? chat. If it works, I think we're all happy, genuinely, right? So, hey, you guys let me know what you think down below. What do you guys think about this anniversary team? You do have technically access to it in a sense, not Cinderella, but you do have access to getting Red Hood today, and you also have access into getting what's her name, a thing today. But let's go back to the original team. Cinderella, Nayuta, Red Hood, and Nayuta. What do you guys think about this trio? Not only that, out of all three of these anniversary characters, not who is the best, but which one of these three characters is your favorite. So don't go lore-wise or whatever. Sure, you can include that, but I'm not talking about who's the best character. Which of these characters are is your personal favorite, right? If you want to throw Grave in there as well, and Libra since they are mainstream anniversary characters as well, you can. But I think for me, it has to be Nayuta, guaranteed. Nayuta is easily my favorite character out of all these characters, and then Libra as well. And then after that, I think I would have to give it to a Red Hood. I don't really like Cinderella's cool and all, and Grave is too, but I feel like they have the least hype for me personally compared to like Red Hood and Nayuta and Libra. And that's just because Red Hood is just super hype, and in Nayuta and Libra, I waited 3 years to get them. Right, when it came to Cinderella and Grave, these were two characters that I just started liking because of the Red Hood event. Right, Red Hood I've wanted since before she came out, and same thing again with Nayuta and Libra. Cinderella doesn't have that love from me. So let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.